everyone, it's Kenya. I know I've not posted any food videos for a long time, but I'm back and I'm going to be cooking today a summer bow tie pasta, which consists of bow tie pasta, Italian dressing, onions, Swiss cheese, ham, asparagus, and green olives. I had to think. Anyways, come join me and I will show you how to do it. So the next thing I've done is I've turned the stove on. I filled the pot with water. I put a ton of salt in there because when you cook pasta, you want the water to taste really salty, like salt water. And then I opened up the bow tie pasta and I poured it all in. Now I'm going to cook it to al dente, which is has just a bite to it, and we'll go from there. So when this is done, I'm going to put it in a strainer and put cold water over it, and then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator to chill for a couple of hours. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be draining the pasta, and then I'm going to be putting it in this bowl right here, and I'm going to be putting it in the refrigerator to chill, and then I'm going to be chopping all these vegetables and getting them ready to put in the bowl. And then finally we'll be putting the Italian seasoning or Italian dressing in it, but only when the noodles are chilled. And here's what the noodles look like. So I'm going to be putting it in the refrigerator. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be chopping this onion into small rectangles. And here's what they look like when I'm done. And now I'm going to be cubing the Swiss cheese up real small. And here's what it looks like. And then I'm going to be breaking up this cheese and put it with the Swiss cheese. And here's what it looks like. Now I'm going to be chopping the ham into little cubes, just like the onions and Swiss cheese. And here is what it looks like. Now with the asparagus, I'm going to cut it raw, but if you don't like it raw, you can certainly cook it in the oven for maybe 10 minutes until it gets limp, but I don't mind it raw, so I'm going to be dicing it about the same size as the onions. And here's what it looks like. And the asparagus will go great with all the other ingredients because it's green and you want green in your food. And the last thing I'm going to be chopping up is green olives. Now, if you don't like green olives, you can use black. And if you don't like olives, you can substitute like capers or pickles or whatever you want. Or you don't have to put anything in there. And here's what they look like. I will put them with onions, Swiss cheese, ham, and asparagus, and the cheddar cheese. And then I'll put them in the refrigerator. And in a couple of hours, I will take everything out and show you how to put it all together. So here are all my ingredients. I've got the cooked pasta chilled down, the cheddar cheese, a bowl full of onions, Swiss cheese, asparagus, ham, and green olives. I'm going to be putting salt, pepper, and I know that says ketchup on it, but it's a little bit of MSG, and then Italian dressing. So let me get it made and I'll show you. So I took that Italian dressing right there and I put half the bottle in here, and I broke up the pasta clumps because I put it in the refrigerator when it was hot and they clumped together. So that's ready to go, and I will put the cheese in next. So I did put the cheese in, and then I'm going to put the rest of this in, and I will use this entire bottle of Italian dressing. After I put the cheese in, I put more Italian dressing in just to get it a little bit more, I don't know, slippery. And I'll be putting this entire bowl of stuff in. So I put everything in except for the salt, pepper, and a little bit of MSG, and I mixed it around. I still have a little bit of the Italian dressing, but I think it's good enough now, but I will keep that in case it gets a little dry. So I will show you the end product. So I tasted this, and with the salt and pepper and MSG, it's fine. but it does need a little bit of vinegar because the Italian dressing is a lot of oil. So I'll put that in. So I put a few squirts of balsamic vinegar in it and mixed it up and tasted it, and it tastes fantastic. Vinegar in anything just gives it a pop of taste. So if you're cooking and it's missing something, try a little bit of vinegar. It'll make it taste really good. So this is my summer salad with bow tie pasta, onions, cheddar cheese, Swiss cheese, ham, asparagus, and green olives. Like I said, you can change any of the ingredients that you want if you don't like those ingredients, but just use bow tie pasta or any kind of pasta and Italian seasoning, and it is fantastic. So we will see you on the next one. You guys have a wonderful day, and please remember to subscribe, comment, and like. Bye.